As you can see, there's been a fair bit going on with the Datsun. Make sure you watch till the very end because it's jam-packed. We're going in with RB30.
Oh, yes. Jesus Christ.
I haven't been in this shed for about a month. We were working on a drift car, we went drifting twice, went to GDR Festival. Progress has been a bit slow, but I'm running out of time. And I'm all excited and eager again because I finally bought a new tool. I've got a bead roller coming. How friggin' exciting. So yeah, we need to get stuck into this thing. But yeah, in here is where I really need to pull my finger out and get it finished because we've done the tubs, we've done these pockets. We need to finish all of this stuff and get it situated. It's been way too long. Been mucking around doing other bits and bobs, so I really want to focus on getting this done. Also, we've got some steel finally. I don't like it, this looks like a chumba, or chuma, whatever you call them. But yeah, for our strut tops. So I need to cut this out, nice thick steel, cut this big hole out, I'm going to weld it on top of here. We're going to set our nuts into this metal plate, facing downwards, so that this will bolt up from underneath. And then all you'll be able to see is this red bit in the center, because we will weld all this in and grind it all flush. I don't have a hole saw the right size for this to fit over here. Let's go for a drive to Bunnings. Might as well take the rotary Hilux. Let's go out there, start her up, go to Bunnos. It's almost time to rip the motor out of this thing. This thing was also built in Queensland. It's now like 4 degrees in Canberra, so the cold start's probably going to be rubbish. We're on. That battery going to fall? Hope not. It's fine. Everything's fine. Son of a biscuit. The big green race car shop! Got the stuff and got some cheap jumper cables as well. Hopefully this thing starts, but we might have to jump it again. And you can't go to the big green race car shop without getting a snag. Bit of stuffing about. Had them all perfect and one hole was out, and then fixed that and the other hole was out, so just gave it all a little bit of wiggle room, which doesn't matter. I'll be able to fill all that in really well with having a gap anyway, so it's probably better. Got it all in there. That strut top comes in and out easily, so I know the bolts are in the right place. And if you can envision it, all one colour, welded smooth, I think it's a much better idea rather than having the studs and nuts sticking out. I just got home. I got a big old package in the driveway, mate. I got myself my first fancy bit of machinery that's not handheld. Everything else I got is just handheld grinders and my welder's alright. The old Miggy dog. But yeah, this thing's a bead roller. I was very much tempted to just get the cheapo hand crank me up, but I knew I'd get the shits with it. So I decided to go electric. I don't know, I spent $1,500, which is a lot of money. Kind of crazy, but I believe I'll get the use out of it and I should never need to upgrade it, so it is what it is. It's here now. There's no going back. It's out of the wrapping. I've got a bit of scrap. I'm going to give it a go. I've got no friggin' idea what I'm doing, but when I inevitably stuff it up, I'll go over to the operating manual and figure out how to use it. But how hard can it be? Woo! I did a thing. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Look at that. Can you see that? It's bent the metal on the edge a bit, because I did go right, almost right to the edge. But look at that, dude. Second attempt. Dude, that makes me look like I know what I'm doing. That just makes me want to cut absolutely everything out of the car. Cut it all out, do it again, put some rolls in it, and it just looks better. More professional. And more rigid. Like, I should have bought one of these way earlier. I'm going to try and make my first little panel. A few little radius curves, and then one the other way, little S-bend there. There's my start-stop. It's not overly visible. It's pretty good, honestly. Nailed this radius. Absolutely butched this one. Getting creative now, look. Right, we're on a side quest again. I actually need this bit of metal for the engine bay, but I want to play around with my new toy, my bead roller, some more. So the easiest flat panel I could think of to make is a door card for the doors. We've got to cover up that mess that we've put in there for the suicide doors. So what better way than to make a nice door card? Not going to run these ugly things. So yeah, I guess I'll chuck you on a bit of a time lapse or something. Trace this out. Try and get some sort of creative juices flowing and draw a design on it. And we'll take it over, do some stepping in the bead roller and see how it comes out. Rightio. So, yeah, that was my first real attempt at making something. Took quite a lot in the marking out type of stage. I learnt a lot with what thicknesses I think look good and stuff like that, but I was thinking have this little pocket I could put dimple dies in. I'm also thinking maybe even like cut this out and put aluminium in it just so it has like a different contrast. I'm probably not even going to use this one, to be honest, actually, but yeah, it actually fits quite good. I was quite surprised. I went and bought steel today. One 20 gauge, one 1200 by 2.4 sheet, and two small sheets of aluminium, so I can have a go at that on the bead roller. It was $250. $250. I was a bit astounded. I thought that was a bit of a rip-off, but anyway. It is a new morning. Last night I messed around with this little firewall piece. Got that sliding in and fitting in quite nicely. But we are off. We are going to paint a Gemini. Let's go. Might just have enough footage of this piece of shit to put a video together. Yeah. We got the motor running. We built an exhaust. Now we're painting it. What else have we done?
Firing in the right time.
Firing at the right times.
What are you going to do with your car, Chris?
What do you do with it?
Yeah.
Skids, mate.
Big burnout car?
Big burnout car. 5 in the pink.
5 in the pink.
Let's go.
Well, yeah. Masking and painting. I'll get about a 30-second clip out of this and then we'll show you when it's done. Great on the phone. That's like a deeper pink. What's going on, mate?
Go and do some burnouts, mate.
Alright. Take a few steps back and it looks perfect. Oh, check me out! Doesn't do up and down. You see them bad mamma jambers? Them old school like 70s Recaros LS. No fishnet headrest, but that might change. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Don't know how I feel about the colour. It's growing on me, but the plan was to just dye it black. Never done that before. See if it works. But yeah, I've taken a week off work, which is just an all-round terrible idea in terms of money and budget. So yeah, I'm going to write myself a big fat list and just try and tick things off one after another and try and get this in somewhat of a more presentable state. Starting in the engine bay. Bead roll that big flat firewall piece. Start welding that in there. Get underneath the car, weld everything from the bottom. Knock all the panels up, tack them in, seam weld everything on the bottom where the tunnel is, etc. There's no point telling you about it because you're going to see it. Let's get into it. My list is on my phone, so I'm not sure what's first. Lots of welding and grinding. Let's go. Since the floor's somewhat clean for once, we might as well get under the car and do all the floors. Oh yeah.
Nothing.
I got a baby in my hands.
No excuses. Get on the tools.
Big Nick's grinding down the welds. Big Olive supervising. Shout out to Concev on YouTube. He's made his own plasma cutter, arc droid sort of thing and cut all these for me. These are our fish plates. Honestly, a bit overkill and in my opinion not really necessary, but they'll strengthen that up. Alright, well that's the first video back for a little while and I got more in the works. With my week off I was kind of jumping back and forth between multiple different things, so I've tried to keep this video to pre my week off and the fabrication we did during my week off. So that included getting them strut tops in. I'll overlay some footage now. We further filled in them strut tops and they need some cleaning up, but they're pretty much welded in, good to go. We finished the wheel tubs finally. We've got a flat firewall in there. Really, except for whatever we have to mount for the engine, the firewall is done. I mean, the engine bay's done, which is awesome. We filled in heaps of holes inside the cab. I spent a lot of time welding in the rear tailgate rear window because that wasn't really welded in properly. So, you know, there was a lot of finicky, thin metal welding that just took a really long time. As well as I had to weld kind of the roof back together, which I think I'll show more of in a different video. But I think editing, I was already at around the 15-minute mark, so we're going to leave it here with that. But as you can see, there's plenty more happening. We've got an engine kind of sitting in there. We've got a diff holding wheels back here finally. So next episode, I think we will be talking about the forelink and the diff, getting right in on that, which has been a very big time consumer. As of this point right now, when I'm recording this, Halfway Havoc is 10 days away. So realistically, I'm just trying to get it to roll so that we can roll it on and off the trailer when we're there. We're still going no matter what. It's obviously not going to be done, but yeah, that's fine. So follow along. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't, what you think should be done different. And if you want to see me pulling this rotor out and fitting it into a Datsun, or see me doing a triangulated 4-link with a Hilux diff into this Datsun, then press subscribe, follow along. We're on all the socials now, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. We post stories on Instagram and Facebook all the time, so you can kind of see what I'm doing day to day. And yeah, just thank you guys a lot for following along. It's been a really good motivator for me to push this thing along and you know, actually be out in the shed working on it. So thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you that watch. And if you made it to the end, you're an absolute G. And we'll see you again next week. Not next month. I'll be back next week.